there, Dr. Hill here, and I hope everybody's doing okay and staying at home and staying safe. I decided that today's lesson could be about the piano. I happen to have a medium-sized grand piano in my home. It belongs to my husband. He's had it since before we were married. But it is a beautiful instrument that we have here in our home that we enjoy getting to play. Now, those of you in kindergarten through second grade, you saw me in a lesson last week that was using some of our favorite things to lead the lesson, and you saw me sitting next to this piano. So I just wanted to show it to everybody in the school this week and show you some of the things that are sitting on it. Look, I have a mountain dulcimer sitting on the piano, and maybe in another lesson I will demonstrate that. And I also, this little hat right here was a gift to my husband for Christmas from a friend of ours. The words may look backwards to you on the video, but it says music people. And then you can see over here on the back of the piano, it can help to put things on. I have my music stand here. And those bears, they look like Christmas bears, and you'd be right, they are. But those are gifts that my dad gave my mom. He would collect one every Christmas to give to my mom, and I just had them sitting up there and hadn't wanted to take them down. And then, of course, you see the things we've used in class for pitch and getting our voice to move around, and even one of our instruments over here. Oh, but wait. I'm hearing something going on down the hallway. So let's go see what that is. You're in my home, so I just wanted, oh, can you hear it? Let's see what's going on here. Oh, wait, look. It's Mr. Hill. Some of you remember my husband and have met him before. My goodness, what is he doing? Yes, we have a second piano in our home. This one looks different from that grand piano you saw. And he's doing something funny with it right now. Let's see what he has to say.
Hey there. How are y'all today? I'm glad you're able to watch and do something different. I hope this will be fun for you today. I'm tuning a piano, and this is we call these upright pianos. This is like a console. It's not a real tall one. The old tall ones sometimes are so heavy. The old ones you've seen, sometimes these dark ones, some people have those. But I have this one that's kind of a medium height. This is called a vertical piano because the strings go up and down. In other words, the strings run straight from top to bottom. And on the grand piano that my wife just showed you, the strings run horizontally. That means flat this way. And the hammers come up from the bottom to strike those strings. Well, the hammers here go straight forward. You can see that, and I'll let her get closer. You can see when I press down on one of the notes, one of the keys, it pushes the hammer forward and it'll strike. Now I've got these little felts in here because I'm tuning, and there are 3 strings here that are supposed to be the same pitch, 1, 2, 3. And then starting here, it's just 1, 2, 1, 2. It goes all the way down to here. Now they're only 1 per note. And so when I hit one of these, it's only 1 string. And those are big, thick strings, and they're long, and those are the low sounds. Up here, the strings get very short. When you go up high, there's still 3 of them up top, but they're very short, and the strings make a high pitch sound. So those are the high pitches, and the middle pitches, and the low pitches. And these are the hammers. And the hammer has a piece of wood in it, and that piece of wood has felt wrapped around it, and then that's glued and tacked in there so it stays together. And it's that felt that strikes the string, so it doesn't sound like hitting it with wood, which sounds kind of mean. Now, I have to tune it and make sure that the tuning's correct. So I use a tuning fork, and this is a tuning fork. See if we can hear it better. That's that note right there. That's A. And so I tune the piano, start with that pitch, pick that up in octaves, and I start tuning it so where all the intervals are just right so that every key has its own sound and each one is tuned correctly. And some of you have seen pedals on pianos, right? Well, the pedal on this piano, if I push on it, I push it down, it holds my sound. because there are felts up in the mechanism. If you look up in here, when I push that pedal down, it pulls those felts back, and that means the strings can keep vibrating as long as I let that pedal hold it. It pulls those felts out, and if I let the pedal back down, the felts touch again and it stops the sound. So there's your pedal, and I let go of it and it stops. That's how the piano works. And that's not too hard, is it? Now, Mr. Hill's using a little piece of rubber here to stop one of the strings. See, there are two here. So let me tune one for you and let you hear how I tune it. I'm down to that one there. It's not too far off. It's pretty close. So that's what the tuning pin looks like that I'm putting the tuning hammer on. And this goes into wood. It has to be very tight so it can hold it. And when I tune it, I go to the right and it puts tension on the string. It makes it sharp, goes up a little bit, or I go to the left, it makes it go lower. So watch what I do here. And I try to get it where it sounds real good with the other one. And that's called an octave, right? From one to the next. An F to another F is an octave. And I'm tuning the whole piano like that, so it's kind of fun.
Can you play a little bit for us? How cool was that? Well, thank you, Mr. Hill.
You're welcome.
Appreciate
Everybody
you
have a
doing
good
that
day.
today.
Yeah, good to see you. Glad you're with us.
And thank you, friends, for joining us today for our lesson on the piano. So, more coming up next week. Thank you.